Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of ancient Egypt, a land of scorching deserts, the life-giving Nile, and towering pyramids. Here, millennia ago, a civilization flourished unlike any other, ruled by all-powerful figures shrouded in myth and legend. Get ready to uncover some incredible fun facts and trivia about the mighty pharaohs, the god-kings who ruled ancient Egypt. Imagine a civilization so rich and complex, a society that thrived for thousands of years, leaving behind a legacy that continues to captivate the world. So intertwined with the natural world, the Nile River was its lifeblood, providing sustenance and enabling agriculture to flourish in an otherwise arid landscape. This civilization was governed by a being considered both mortal and divine. That was the pharaoh, a ruler whose authority was unmatched and whose presence was revered. More than just a king, the pharaoh was the living embodiment of the god Horus, tasked with maintaining Ma'at, the cosmic order upon which Egyptian life depended. Ma'at represented truth, balance, and justice, and it was the pharaoh's duty to uphold these principles. He was the high priest, the supreme commander, the chief architect, and the ultimate judge. His word was law, his pronouncements divine decree. The pharaoh led armies into battle, designed monumental structures, and presided over religious ceremonies that connected the people to their gods. Through him flowed the very essence of Egypt, ensuring the prosperity of the land and its people. The pharaoh's influence extended to every aspect of life, from the bustling marketplaces to the serene fields along the Nile. His leadership was the cornerstone of a civilization that achieved remarkable advancements in art, science, and architecture. The legacy of the pharaohs is etched in stone and written in the annals of history. Their reigns were marked by incredible achievements and profound cultural developments. Artisans crafted exquisite jewelry, scholars studied ancient texts, and architects designed awe-inspiring monuments that still stand today. The pyramids, the Sphinx, and countless other structures are testaments to the ingenuity and vision of these ancient rulers. Tourists from around the world continue to marvel at these wonders, drawn by the enduring allure of a civilization that was both grand and mysterious. The treasures found in the tombs of the pharaohs reveal a society that valued the afterlife as much as the present. These artifacts provide a glimpse into the spiritual beliefs and daily lives of the ancient Egyptians, offering a connection to a world long past but never forgotten. Today, the legacy of the pharaohs continues to inspire and educate. Museums around the globe house relics of this ancient civilization, and children learn about the wonders of Egypt in classrooms. The guardians of this civilization have left an indelible mark on history, a testament to their enduring influence and the timeless fascination they evoke. Death for the ancient Egyptians, much like for the creatures of the Nile, was not an ending but a transformation, a journey to another realm. They believed that life continued in another form, and this belief was deeply embedded in their culture and rituals. The Nile, with its cyclical flooding and renewal, mirrored their views on life and death. To ensure safe passage into this afterlife, the Egyptians developed a complex and meticulous process, mummification. This process was not just about preserving the body, it was a sacred ritual that involved numerous steps and great care. The priests, who were also skilled embalmers, played a crucial role in this process, ensuring that every detail was attended to. Imagine skilled embalmers carefully removing the deceased's organs, each placed in canopic jars for safekeeping. These jars, often beautifully decorated with the heads of gods, were believed to protect the organs for use in the afterlife. The heart, however, was usually left inside the body, as it was considered the seat of intelligence and emotion. The body, treated with natron salts, gradually loses all moisture, becoming desiccated, preserved against the ravages of time. This drying process could take up to 40 days, during which the body was carefully monitored. Natron, a naturally occurring salt, was abundant in Egypt and played a key role in the preservation process. Finally, wrapped in linen bandages, adorned with amulets and prayers, the mummy was ready for its journey into the afterlife. The bandages were often inscribed with spells and prayers to protect the deceased on their journey. Amulets placed between the layers of linen served as magical charms to ward off evil and ensure a safe passage. The entire process was a testament to the Egyptians' deep respect for the dead and their belief in an eternal life beyond the grave. Across the sands of time, they stand as testaments to human ingenuity and ambition, the pyramids. These colossal structures, built as tombs for the pharaohs, were not simply piles of stone, but complex feats of engineering. Imagine thousands of laborers, not slaves as often portrayed, but skilled artisans and craftsmen, working in unison, hauling massive blocks of limestone, their sweat mingling with the desert dust. Using ramps, levers, and rollers, they painstakingly raised these stones piece by piece, creating structures that have defied the elements for millennia. Some pharaohs, through their deeds or by a twist of fate, have transcended their mortal lives to become legends. Take Tutankhamun, the boy king whose lavish tomb, discovered nearly intact in 1922, offered a glimpse into the splendor of a bygone era. Or Ramses II, Ramses the Great, a mighty warrior and prolific builder whose reign marked the zenith of Egyptian power. These pharaohs, though long gone, still captivate our imaginations, their stories whispered on the desert winds. The ancient Egyptians lived in a world teeming with gods and goddesses, each representing forces of nature or aspects of human experience. At the heart of this pantheon stood the pharaoh, the intermediary between the divine and the mortal. Imagine the grand temples, adorned with hieroglyphs depicting the pharaoh making offerings to the gods, seeking their favor for bountiful harvests and victory in battle. This intricate belief system, woven into the fabric of Egyptian life, provided not just spiritual guidance but also social cohesion. The year is 1922. In the Valley of the Kings, a desolate stretch of desert, archaeologist Howard Carter makes a discovery that will send shockwaves through the world. Hidden beneath the sands lies the tomb of Tutankhamun, untouched for over 3,000 years. Imagine the air thick with anticipation as Carter peers through a small opening, his flickering candlelight revealing a chamber filled with gold. Treasures beyond imagination, from the iconic golden death mask to chariots and weapons, offer a glimpse into the opulence and artistry of ancient Egypt. Chapter 7. A Day in the Life of a Pharaoh, Power and Responsibility. The life of a pharaoh, though one of immense power, was not without its burdens. Imagine rising before dawn, attending to matters of state, consulting with advisors, and issuing decrees. The pharaoh would then oversee grand building projects, perform religious rituals, and perhaps even lead his army into battle. Evenings might be spent enjoying lavish banquets, entertained by musicians and dancers, but always mindful of the weight of the crown. Every object associated with the pharaoh was imbued with symbolism, reflecting his divine status and authority. The crown, a physical manifestation of his power, varied in design, each signifying dominion over specific regions or aspects of rule. The crook and flail, held in the pharaoh's hands, represented his role as shepherd of his people and protector of justice. Even the false beard, worn strapped to the chin, was a symbol of divinity, linking the pharaoh to the god Osiris. While the image of the pharaoh is often associated with powerful men, ancient Egypt also witnessed the reigns of remarkable female pharaohs. Hatshepsut, one of the most successful pharaohs, ruled Egypt for over 2 decades, commissioning ambitious building projects and leading military expeditions. Centuries later, Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, would secure her place in history through her political acumen and legendary love affair with Mark Antony. No empire, no matter how mighty, lasts forever. The passage of time is relentless, eroding even the grandest of civilizations. The echoes of their former glory can still be heard, but they are faint whispers compared to the thunderous roars of their prime. By the 1st century BC, the once powerful Egyptian civilization had weakened, its resources depleted, its spirit waning. The grandeur of the pyramids and the majesty of the temples stood in stark contrast to the reality of a nation in decline. The Nile, which once brought life and prosperity, now seemed to flow with the tears of a fading empire. The pharaohs, once revered as living gods, were now mere puppets in the hands of foreign powers. Their statues, once symbols of divine authority, now stood as silent witnesses to their diminished power. The artifacts of their reign, now influenced by foreign cultures, told a story of a civilization struggling to maintain its identity. The conquest of Egypt by Rome in 30 BC marked the end of an era, a turning point in history. The Roman legions marched through the streets of Alexandria, and the once proud nation bowed to a new master. The maps of the ancient world were redrawn, and Egypt became a province of the vast Roman Empire. The last pharaoh, Cleopatra, choosing death over captivity, became a symbol of resistance and tragic romance. Her life and death have been immortalized in countless stories, paintings, and plays. Cleopatra's tomb, shrouded in mystery, continues to captivate the imagination of historians and adventurers alike. The age of the pharaohs had come to an end, but their legacy endured. The hieroglyphs, though fading, still spoke of their achievements and beliefs. The pyramids, though abandoned, remained as monumental testaments to their architectural genius. The artifacts, now housed in museums, offered glimpses into a world long past. But their legacy, etched in stone and whispered on the desert winds, continues to fascinate and inspire us today. The stories of their gods, their kings, and their people are woven into the fabric of human history. As we walk among the ruins and study their relics, we are reminded of the impermanence of power and the enduring nature of human creativity and resilience. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating content. We've only just scratched the surface of ancient Egypt's mysteries. Leave a comment below with your favorite pharaoh fact. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of our world.